Shall we start early? As a rare treat. Hello? Check on the mic. You're at a cafe? Eating flat. Well, that sounds great. Hi everyone. Hello. Are we still here? We still kicking? I'm somewhat alive. Somewhat. Local HJ, thank you so much for the 3 months. Jazzy, thank you for the 50 months. You guys don't have to, before you subscribe, you need to know what's going on unless you saw on Discord. Alt, thank you so much for the 58 months. Black Geologist, thank you so much for the 45 months. Anime Wings, thank you so much for the 60 months. Willow, thank you so much for the 33 months. It is a white peach. You'll scam some subs. Yeah. That's why I'm here. I'm here to scam people. That's why I was put on this beautiful earth of ours. Is to scam others. Yeah, if you didn't see on the Discord, I've been so nervous about this stream for so long. Black Jello, just don't do that. Don't do that! Don't do that! I don't... Future be damned. Thank you. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Black Geologist. Thank you. Dirty Shoes, thank you for the 37 months. Well, I'm not gonna... See, I do... It's hard to commit 100% to something. I do still just want to hop in. You know, I don't want this to be like the end, you know. Hex Goblin, thank you so much for the 44 months. Highwind, thank you so much for the 36 months. Damn, 3 years old! Let's go. Oh, what a great song. I love that song. Congratulations on the 3 years! That's crazy! Yeah, so... If anybody's didn't see, basically, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm still kicking. That Larry, thank you for the 77 months. So can I die now, Larry? I release you from your curse, your Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the thing, the Sisyphean task of being a mod in the streams. Kick Larry. Do not release Larry. True. I don't know if the world is ready for the Larry release. Yeah, but it's just too much shit. You know, I've known it for a long time. I have an issue with overextending myself. And it's just, yeah. This is what needs to happen. That's basically it. It's a little bit too much. TC work has been crazy. It's been a crazy time. Last month was fucking crazy. I don't know if I can express how much of a journey last month was. Yes, so the reason, basically right now, what it feels like is I've got all my fingers in different pots, different honey pots, and I'm like trying to figure out, I gotta focus on all of them. And I'm like, oh, I gotta go, oh wait, but this one needs a, oh, and they need me over here, and then I go over here, and then, oh, but it's this one, and I have to put this up, and then oh, but this one hasn't been, and oh, he, ooh, ha, and I've been doing that for a very long time. Yeah, it's just, so, what I would like to do is just like take one of the honey pots and like, I'm not Larry! Larry! Don't, ew! Excuse you. Excuse you, okay. Who are you bequeathing streamer status to? Wait, what, am I giving that to someone? Is someone gonna stream? Do any of you want to stream on this account? Larry. It's time for the announcement. Larry, you... Come on out, Larry. Come on out. Larry's been behind the scenes the whole time. Gonna be the new streamer on the Toki Doki. Larry, where are you? I'd actually be fucking terrified if Larry came out of the closet from behind. Adam, thank you so much for the 10 months. Thank you. Thank you. Yo! Yo! Yo, it's been a while. That's awesome. Ah, that's awesome. That's great. Thank you so much for getting us to level 5. That's wild. Have a good. We'll go out with a bang. You know. But yeah. Also, I hope your daughter is good. I hope you are good, Night Coda. Yeah, that's the one thing that's been tough, right? You guys are awesome. You guys are so wonderful. And I've been really scared of letting you down as well. Like, it's been like, you know, I've been thinking about this for quite a long time. I've known that I've been doing just a little too much. And there's just too many things. And I was like, yeah, thanks, Willow. I feel so bad. I was like, oh god, yeah. I'm sorry you're going through such a truly awful time, by the way, Willow. Really, really sorry. And I'm sorry to add this shit on top. Good god. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why you guys are awesome. You know, you guys are just so understanding and sweet. It's okay, everyone you love will let you down. I think, Black George, I think that's the harshest thing you've ever said. I think that's the one. I think that's the kicker. Good Gordy, thank you so much for the 43 months. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. It's been such a wild ride. Thank you, Night Fox. Thank you for the 45 months. My time in Australia was crazy. It was not exactly restful. My travels across Japan were crazy. And then while I was on my trip in Australia, I got work messages saying that I'm traveling again. And so the middle of this month, I'm traveling again. And I'm like, ah! It's not that I don't like traveling, it's just when it's a lot, I'm like, I really would like to take a moment. No rest for Emma. Yeah. It's just, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, sweet Azelle. Yeah, yeah, literally Toki Doki Traveler complaining about traveling. I'm like, did I pick the wrong name? I fear I may have picked the wrong name. I know, right? I'm like, always traveling. But I'm a Toki Doki homebody. I had to go through this YouTube journey to realize I want to be at home. Which is such a privileged thing to say. You know, it is amazing. It's amazing traveling for work. But when it's a lot, it's like, fuck. Yeah. But it's been a wild ride. I have so much content and it's just been like, yeah, it's coming out. Basically, if you didn't see on Patreon, I'll give you the rundown. I will still be streaming on Patreon once a month. There will be one coming soon. Just trying to figure out the date. Streaming on Patreon once a month. All the travels that I just did for the JR Rail Pass job, I filmed everything and it's being half edited right now and I'm finishing off the edit later. And that will all have to be uploaded to Patreon. Because I cannot post that publicly because I'd have to get permission from JR for everything that I filmed. And I'm not doing that. So if you want to see that content, it literally has to go on Patreon. So check out the Patreon. Yeah, editing videos from 2 years ago. That's basically the vibe. I do have one that's pretty much good to go. I just gotta cut out. I talk about Sam, thank you so much for 35 months. Thank you. There's like the retro vending machine video, which I've been working on for fucking forever. It's basically done. Except I did a final watch through the other day, and I talk about Coca-Cola too much. It seems like I'm a secret sponsor for Coca-Cola. There's like one bit where I have a Coca-Cola bottle and I get to take the cap off it. It's a glass bottle. And I just keep saying shit like, oh wait, hype chest. Yeah, I got it. I like have the Coke and I open it and I'm like, God, nothing beats that taste. You know, honestly, this is a 10 out of 10. And it's perfect in the glass bottle. And I'm not sponsored. I just really liked it. But there's something in the way that I'm talking that, like, is not chill. It just seems like a really sneaky Coca-Cola, like, thing. And I don't really want to, they don't need my support as a company. So I'm just going to cut it down to try to be like, it's good. And then I'll cut it 10 out of 10 and then cut that bit out and just cut. I mean, honestly, like a cold glass bottle of Coke, there's something about it that just fucks me up. It's so good. But see, wow, it's been so long since Monkey. Holy shit. Oh my god. I haven't seen these guys in so long. Wait, where's Godzilla? Oh, there! Oh my god, use up the point! That's true. If you guys have points, like... do you actually have 200k? Larry, that's crazy. Yeah, like in the video I say I'm not sponsored, but it's just I'm like hard selling it. And Coke does not need my support. So, yeah, I'm trying to like trying to tone it down a little bit. 73k. Oh my god. That's pretty amazing. You never offered one? A big teddy bear? I have Big Ted. You want me to get Big Ted? I'll put a song on and make Big Ted dance. Big Ted's real good at dancing. Thank you for the bomb. 278k, holy crap. And then, fuck.
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
It's like, there was even a gap of... Yo! Dabba-dabba-da-doo! That's crazy. Das ist wild. My gosh, what a journey we've been through. Yo. Woohoo! Why is it? And then there's the black screen for ages. I feel like the alert box is slightly off. Why does it look like that? Why there's like a bit of space up here? Yeah, so streaming on here, yeah, what is happening to the alert box? I am maybe gonna pop in every now and then and say hi, but it just feels like I can't have scheduled streams because, I mean, you've seen what happens when I try. Most of the messages on Discord are like, hey guys, sorry, can't make it. Hey guys, sorry, gotta cancel this stream. Gotta cancel, guys. And that adds a lot of stress as well because I feel like each time I'm like, oh fuck, I can't make it again. Oh fuck, I'm letting these guys down again. And it's just, yeah. It's gonna be a lot less. I'm gonna pop in every now and again. Say hi. Couple of days no stream, do a catch-up stream. I can try. I'll do my best. Yippee! Mario! Terry, thank you so much for the 18 months. Hello. Patreon streams are still planned to be cooking ones, but I can do other stuff if you guys have suggestions on what you would like. Yeah, evening just was not happening. DJ Megatron, what a fucking excellent name. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Yeah. Yes, I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Jumping Jack, get fucked. Oh dear. I do still love those retro games. I do still love the classics. I didn't have enough time to stream anymore, so they just switched to doing gaming streams, no cam. True. But I guess when I game now, I'm just like, okay, time to take a break. And then I go and I game. Rather than trying to turn everything into content. Yeah, I think it automatically came out. It just happened, Dirty Shoes. It's not my fault. Okay, good night. Sleep well, Night Coda. Thank you for coming to join. I apologize, Dirty Shoes. It was very... Oh, did I miss it? Sorry. Sorry. Oh shit, how should we... How should we do it? You want full speed? Half speed? Maybe the slowest so we can savor it. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? For the 42 months. Thank you. Me. You're remodeling this monstrous building. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Not redevelopment. Not gentrification. Why are all the new buildings so ugly? Tell us about the trips. Okay. Oh my god. There's been so many. I don't even know where to start. It's like the 3rd time I was taking June. I think it's by June that I'm like, well. The trips. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I went to Eastern Hokkaido to start off with. I wonder if I can show you maps and stuff. What can I show you? I can show you pictures on my phone. Pictures on my phone. Thank you. Actually, I have to film. So all the stuff that we shot on those big trips. Today I'm doing the at-home video and voiceover for it. So I gotta look a little cute. I gotta look a little cute. Oh, I was looking at somewhere to eat last night. And this actually made me laugh so much. Look at this on Google Maps. For this restaurant. It was like... I was like, oh, that's like the opposite of an induction cooktop. It's like the least induction cooktop I've ever seen. There's like a huge amount of fire. It cracked me up. Induction cooktop? Alright. Also, right now there's a Pingu thing going on in La Forêt. This is the picture they've chosen for Pingu. For this like pop-up milkshakes, like little snacks Pingu store. That's the fucking picture that they chose. I didn't know on my bucket list that Ahegao Pingu was gonna happen in my lifetime, but you know what? We're there. We made it. Oh my god, there's so many photos. I went to so many places. Holy crap. Alright. Where to begin? Started in Eastern Hokkaido. I know, it's so bad. It's don't say the Pingu. I'm not gonna no. I don't wanna. I mean, I said Ahegao, so I guess we're all valid. Yes, I need to get a new phone. Mine's full. I went to Eastern Hokkaido. Flew to... What the fuck was it called? Kushiro. Went to an area called Kushiro. I was on this part of the trip for 6 days. And Eastern Hokkaido was actually incredibly beautiful, and I would 100% recommend it. It was my first time going, and it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. Super, super nice. One thing I didn't like is started noticing that there were foxes everywhere, like on the road, and they weren't scared of cars. And I was a bit like, don't love that. And then they started like coming up to the cars. And it was so dangerous. Like they were trying to run like almost in front of them. And it turns out idiots, some tourists from overseas will stop their cars and be like, oh my god, it wants to be fed, it wants food. We gotta feed the itty bitty little fox. And it's causing the death of so many foxes. So if you come to Japan or if you go somewhere, don't fucking feed the wildlife. Especially from a car. I want to take the people that do it and go, are you stupid? Yeah, really stupid. So, yeah. Now there are foxes chasing cars, which is sucky. I don't know, there is a lot of like really good nature around there. I understand that but there's so much nature and it's quite natural. I don't know how to explain this. I feel like a lot of areas in Japan is just sugi trees because they rebuilt them after. Okay, I've said this so many times, I feel, but World War II, they needed to rebuild a lot of infrastructure and they needed wood, so they planted a lot of sugi trees because they grew really quickly, and then they could use the wood from the sugi trees. But then now Japan has an insane amount of sugi trees, and that's why everyone has hay fever. It's beyond what is normal for the human body to process. But a lot of forests, if you're driving around Japan, you'll see a lot of sugi trees, like an insane number of sugi trees. And in Hokkaido, there weren't as many. It was a very diverse environment. There were lots of different trees and like wetlands and different environments. So I would hope and I would feel that there is enough food for the foxes. But I mean, if the choice is forage and be in danger and like, I don't know, find like a mouse a day or get hamburger from Big Vehicle, I would also get hamburger from Big Vehicle. So I don't blame them. But I blame the people. Hi, hello. I throw spaghetti out of my car at people, but that's merely larks. Yeah, as long as you're not throwing it at foxes, I think you're fine. I choose a mouse attack. It feels like a very deep thing, doesn't it? Don't feed bears in Canada, or we might have to end up shooting them. Yeah! Yeah, they're gonna be like, cool, where's the food at? And they're gonna be all around people, like, just don't feed, just don't feed. Even though you're like, oh, they must be so hungry. Yeah, just don't do it. Just don't do it. So, that was one thing that I was like, this sucks. But went to a viewing point. It's called Teshikagagen, yeah? And it's like a big observation point above this big lake with like this little tiny island in it. And it's so beautiful. Very, very pretty. And here's me. While we're running around and shooting. Yeah, we don't want the foxes to get too picky. I loved all the magnets I saw with all the bears. Like there was the bear, the crab with the bear face in it. And then the corn with the bear face in it. Because Hokkaido has a lot of meibutsu, a lot of famous items. And a lot of corn, crabs, seafood, milk products. Lots and lots of stuff. Did you swim out to the island? It was actually cold. It was crazy. Coming from Tokyo, it was like 30 degrees. And then that day it was like 8 degrees. And we were freezing. It was so cold. Here is the crew that I was with. Wonderful people. Sandy, Taichi, and Daichi. Really, really great guys. Sandy is just such a positive person. He used to shoot with TC many years ago. Madrid! Thank you for the sub. He was, I think, the second cameraman? So we started with Kenji and then Sandy came. So I haven't seen Sandy in like a good number of years. One of the original cameramen for TC. And he happened to be in Japan, and so he came along. And it was great. It was great working with him again. And every place we went, he'd be like, yo guys, we gotta take another selfie. And we're like, okay, yeah, sounds good. And every time we took a selfie together, he'd look at it and he always reacted like it was the coolest thing he'd ever seen. He'd be like, you know, kind of quiet, take it, and be like, yeah, yo! And he'd be like so excited about it. And it really added a great energy to the trip that every time we took a selfie, even if we were really tired, he'd be like, yo, guys, you gotta check this out! He's just a very, very sweet and positive person. So yeah, he was awesome. And then I got all geared up in my water gear. Yeah, Sandy's a very cool dude. He was like, yo, Emma, I think I gotta start streaming, huh? And I was like, if you want to, man. He's like, yo, you think I could be famous? I'm like, you, Sandy? Absolutely. If he ever starts streaming, I'll let you know. I don't know if he will, but... Very good guy. It was cold. And so we went with this group of people, and they have a canoe. They're called eco tours, Kusharo eco tours. Some of the coolest people ever. They live out in Hokkaido, and they have these dogs that they rescued from the side of the road. These dogs got dumped, and now these dogs live the best life ever. This is one of the dogs. They wear these little suits, and that's a handle on the back. So when they put the dogs in the canoe, they just grab it, or anywhere. They just pick them up by the handle, and they take the dogs anywhere. And it's a great visual. They got a lot of space to like run around and everything, and they join on the canoe trip. So if you book with them, I think you can specify if you want the dogs to join or not. They also have a cat, which I can show you as well. The cat they found dumped with a broken paw, and it never recovered. So it's not super good at like walking and stuff, but it loves to sit inside the guy's jacket. And it's so cute. It's just, oh. And the cat also comes on the canoe. They're all a big family that just goes on the canoe together. They play a little game. I wonder if we can see it. They play like a little game like that. It's so cute. Oh, so cute. The tour itself was awesome. I didn't take many photos because most of it I had to just kind of be, I was being filmed, so I had to just kind of look like, wow, amazing, cool. Yeah, the cat is so cute. But we went on this river, and there were like deer just on the river just watching us go by. You could see fish in the water. It was so clear and just really enjoyable. And it was being fed by this natural spring. I don't know if I can really show too much of like, you can't really see how clear it was, but this area was like really quiet and peaceful. And because it's being fed by a natural spring, there was wasabi growing. Wasabi can only grow close to natural pure spring water. And so there was wild wasabi. Can Sandy host the Tokidoki Traveler Twitch show? I wish. I'll hit him up. See what he says. I didn't grab any fish, but the host said that there's so many fish during like spawning season that you can just put your hand in and pick them up. But he said because it's spawning season, they're not super good to eat at that time. But yeah, lots of beautiful fish. We went down the river for quite a while, and then we found this like riverbank that was in like it was still in the water, but it was just a little bit shallower. And they just brought me out, just me. They just brought me out a chair and just shoved it in the rocks. And they gave me a cup of tea. I did take a bunch of videos, but this will all be on Patreon. I think it got me sitting down in the chair. It is the perfect sitting spot. Just like sitting in the water. And they brought out like a little table. Right? It was so good. Just like a little cup of tea and homemade biscuits sitting in the river. It was so cool. Very, very nice. I want to sit in the river more frequently. And then got the lads again. Another excellent selfie. So good. We went through there. We did some drone shots. And then, oh, saying goodbye to them. They're so cute. Can't really. Oh, I'm zooming in. Oh, so cute. So cute. The lad squad. Lads. Then we went to... I'm gonna have to go faster because otherwise we're gonna be here all day. This is like day 1. We went to a onsen area. And I got to stay in the hotel there. There's something about this light that... I don't know why they... You can't really tell, but to me it looked... The way that... You can't even tell. It kind of looked like a really skinny penis and testicles. There was just something about it. We did a big kaiseki meal, which... Yeah, it was really good. Shared it with everybody. We all got to try stuff. It was good. All day stream is acceptable. Not for me. I have a deadline for this voiceover. And what my job was basically is we were all figuring shit out as we went. And in the morning I would receive the script for the day and I would go through and I have all these screenshots of like the script and different areas for each day. At the hotel, this was amazing. Inside the hotel, they had steam vents from onsen that actually cooked things directly in the breakfast buffet area. And I had the best egg I've ever had. It was the perfectly cooked, the most perfectly cooked onsen tamago. It was like, yeah, just the texture was exact. And yeah, just put it, like, they had them being steamed and I cracked it into a little bowl, added a little sauce, and it was awesome. Really, really delicious. But yeah, I'd never had it where they had actual steamed onsen vents. Was this for the Hokkaido Tourism Board? This was for the JR Rail Pass, so that's why we went all the way from Eastern Hokkaido down to Kyushu to show all the different places that you can go on JR Rail Pass. But it meant that it was just such a fucking long journey. It was crazy. Oh yeah, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but like, you know, this milk was called Ushi no oppai miruku. Ushi no oppai miruku. So I'm like, cow titty milk? I know it's like gonna be udder milk, but why would they say that? Why would they need to clarify where it came from? Why would they need to say oppai? So, had the cow titty milk. If you guys don't know, oppai means boobs. So, ushi is cow, ushi no oppai miruku. Then we went to a volcano, where all the steam was coming out. Smelled really strong. What's wrong with being detailed? I respect a detail-oriented person. Oh, Christ! Christ, what a thing to say. Oh my god! Jesus! Fuck. Anyway. Onto the... Lots of steam. Oh, God. You could get way too close, by the way. The fence of where you had to stop was like after the vents. Like you can just walk up. You could put your face in the vents. That was like fully accessible to me. All the sulfur on it and everything. It was right there. If I was stupid, I could do some serious damage. But luckily, I'm really smart. We went to the volcano, and then they had a rest stop nearby. Where like they had these really comfy like cinema seats and then just a giant window so you could watch the view, which was really cool. And they had this insane parfait. Ice cream and... What do you think that was? What did that look like to you? Fucking... egg. Straight up onsen tamago on ice cream. But honestly, so I opted to get it because I thought it would be more interesting for the video. And we were like gonna do 2 takes just in case it tasted like shit. But actually, the egg yolk, the texture was really awesome. It like solidified a little bit and became this kind of like, almost like a white chocolate custardy kind of texture. It was very silky smooth and a little chewy. I would have appreciated some salt, and I think that the egg white was completely unnecessary. But yeah, it actually wasn't bad. Oh my gosh! Hannah! Holy shit. How are you doing? I don't know if you saw anything, Hannah, but this stream is like one of the last ones for a while. Basically I'm stopping regular streams and I'm just gonna be popping in whenever I have the time, whenever it works. But it's gonna be pretty rare. But yeah, this is like the... Hannah wouldn't know anything about that. I hope you're well, Hannah. I hope life's good. I'm just going through my travels and everything I saw. We went on a big train journey through the forest, through the wetlands, and train. And then so I found this shirt. This is actually quite a big deal, this shirt that I'm wearing. Hot Chef. Thank you, Hannah. I hope you're well. Anybody here know what Hot Chef is? Anybody know? I can explain, but would love to know if anybody knows. Because this is like hardcore. I feel for you, Hannah. I hope things just get better and better. I'm sorry it's been tough. Though with some confidence. No! No! Okay, you know how everybody wears like Family Mart socks were like a big thing for a while? I think I'm wearing them right now. I am. These Family Mart socks. Yeah. You get a little you get a foot. You get a foot as a treat for the last stream for a while. Yeah, take it in. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Family Mart socks. That's like a big thing for a while. It's like Gaijin core. Of the Family Mart colors, they have like a brand, Family Mart brand, of socks. And they are good. They're nice. They feel good. They're a good pair of socks. But then Lawson started coming out with like clothing a little bit, their own socks, because Family Mart got so popular. This is the hot section of Seiko Mart, which is a Hokkaido, not exclusive, they have some in Saitama, but it's the Hokkaido convenience store, Seiko Mart. And their hot section is called Hot Chef. And this feels like a deep dive. I feel like if I wear this outside, people might see it and be like, yo, she's wearing a Hot Chef shirt, holy shit. You know? So this is the next level. This is much rarer and more difficult to find than like Family models, but yeah. It's a bit of a flex, this shirt, but I saw it and I was like, oh fuck, do I get it? I don't know. And I ended up not getting it. And I felt like stupid. My coworker got it because he's smart. And then after a while I was like, damn it, I should have got it. I lost my chance. And I told Shiori, and I was like, Shiori, check out this shirt, it's crazy, Daichi got one. But I didn't get one, I'm stupid. And we're gonna keep that in mind for later on in the story. We're gonna leave it there, and then we're gonna see just how much time passes before the next part of the installment happens. Okay. We then went to an airport, got on this, it's not a huge plane. I caught a lot of these. They're like a kind of a medium, small plane. And we flew to Aomori also. Oh no, we didn't. We flew to Shinchitose Airport. We flew to New Sapporo Airport. New Chitose Airport. Look at the little bear. If you need to discuss, like, you need any help with disabilities or pregnancy or anything, like getting one off the plane, that's who you talk to. So cute. I found more bears. Got the fish bear and the squid bear. I found my favorite mascot, Mori Mokori. The Marimo ball with an erection. Found a limited, limited merch for Mori Mokori. But it exists. It's there. And then we flew again, and we flew to Aomori. Aomori. We went to this place that does tendon. This was just, I think I picked this one. Just for lunch. Like, tempura bowl, this is the only place that blowtorches it. But it tasted really good. I think everybody should blowtorch their tendon. I think everybody should blowtorch everything. That's really the message I'm trying to say. A little aburi tendon, exactly. Then we went to this really fancy hotel. This was the view from the hotel. The JR has a strong connection to that hotel, so they wanted us to promote it. I'm wondering if I should talk... I'm like wondering if I should save it for Patreon stream, just cause I gotta be so careful. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. This hotel was very nice. Nice hotel. Lots of different facilities. They had like a lounge. It's in Aomori. Lots of Apple stuff. The breakfast was fucking crazy. Insane hotel breakfast. That was one of the best breakfasts I've ever had. Very nice service and everything, but there was a focus on like wellness. The hotel has a big focus on wellness, and they have things like they have a gym and a spa and things like that. But I will say there was a focus on wellness in more of a money-making aspect, which is to be expected. But there were some things that were mixed in with the hotel experience that I probably shouldn't say anything. I actually think I shouldn't, just for this one. I gotta be so fucking careful. I don't want to yeah. I will speak more about it on Patreon. I'm gonna be a bit more careful with this one. But yeah, I'll talk to you on Patreon. Next Patreon stream. And hey, on Patreon, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Not that I usually hold back here that much, but I can really say whatever I want on Patreon. No client member is going to be paying for a subscription to go scrub through a live stream to see if I've said anything. So I think it's fine. So I'll touch on that in Patreon live stream. Yeah. And then I had some time off. Also, during all of this, I tried to keep up with my Japanese studies. I've been going to school twice a week. And it was really fucking hard to keep up with it while I was on these trips. Some of them I could attend live. Some of them I got them to record the lesson. Sometimes they'd forget to record the lesson for me and I just wouldn't have that information. And sometimes I just didn't show up. Because it was a wild month. But I had some time before my Japanese lesson, and the hotel was right next to the Nebuta Museum, which is those giant floats. I've just got like a little selfie of me with the giant floats. Aomori is famous for this festival where, they're made out of, it's like paper, and there's lights inside them, and they get carried around, and they're huge. Like, that's a person there in front of it. That's kind of the scale. We can kind of break it down and show you the inside. It was really cool. So yeah, I had some free time, so I went to that museum. It was really cheap, but it's smaller than you think it is. So, because they need so much space to store them. I was like, wow, this place is huge, but really it's just like a couple of them because they need so much space. But yeah, really just amazing techniques and stuff. Really cool. Yeah, Japanese lessons. So I'm kind of blessed. I was really worried coming back because I missed so much. And then I showed up to school and I found out that they'd just finished a unit and had a test the day before. So we were starting a completely new unit. And they're like, all right, we're talking about food. And I was like, that's awesome. It was really, really great. So I'm fine. I've missed some chunky stuff that will be important in the future, but it's okay. But I'm really happy that I missed the test, and now suddenly we're talking about food. Well, for like a second we talked about food, and now we're talking about so many other things. Yeah. Last time... Yesterday? Day before yesterday. I have it tonight as well. I have school tonight. Oh, just so much stuff. Yeah. Also, I don't know. There's just a lot. I don't know. I don't even have anything to say. You'll catch up. Oh yeah, I'm not worried. It was Brisbane, Australia, United States. That's such a throwback. No, we're gonna get there. We have to go through everything. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I then went by myself to like a little local beach and put my feet in the sand and the water. The water was insanely cold, but it was nice. Yes, it is a new fan. Got a fan in the bedroom and a fan back here, which is good. I then got this little eclair to eat before class. It had little chicks and a little chicken on it, and it was so cute, and I ate them and I killed them. It's gonna take so long. I'm trying to, okay, I'll summarize. And then I had my Japanese class. Then we had the fancy breakfast. Here was the fancy breakfast. Ooh, I had honeycomb. They had fresh honeycomb that you could just take pieces out of. And it's one of the best things I've ever eaten. Aomori honeycomb? Fucking insane. It was just delicious. And since then I've been searching for honeycomb. And I haven't found it. Another thing, this is called hirame tsukedon. And it's supposed to be like marinated flounder with like egg yolk and rice underneath it and stuff. And it just, it had a line out the door. It was super recommended. It was a really famous thing. And I ate it. It could have done with a little longer marination, but there was like newspapers on the wall being like, "This is amazing." It was mid. It was mid. It just tasted like, you know, fish on rice, which is fine, but there was no flavor. But I couldn't add soy sauce because, you know, we're there trying the famous hirame tsukedon, and I had to, you know, it would be such a rude move to be like, oh, let me just douse that in some soy sauce. And I was like, we got outside and Sandy was like, hey, did you think that needed more sauce? And I was like, yeah, maybe it's like a Japanese taste thing. Maybe everyone else preferred it like that usui, like weaker flavor so they could taste the freshness. And then we asked our Japanese crew, what did you guys think? Do you think it needed more sauce? And they were both like, yeah, it needed more sauce. And I was like, cool, as long as we're all on the same page. But we couldn't, you know, you can't do anything, you can't say anything. Is the video freezing for anyone else? Then we went to Same Station, where I put my head in the shark. There's me in there. Shark Station. Me and the shark. So nice. Shark. Then we went to the bird shrine where all the birds poop on you and you have to bring an umbrella. And it was truly insane. There were like nests on the ground. Yeah, there were birds everywhere and there were babies everywhere. It was nesting season, so there were just babies. All around. On the stairs, in the bushes. A crazy amount of babies. A silly amount of babies. Just everywhere. Look at those babies. I went to Poop Town. Everyone there knew you. I think everything... Yeah, it's a very interesting place. It's like nature. You're like in nature. And it's super intense. Because yes, cute babies, but also they have like 3 babies. and only 2 can survive. There's like a safety baby, so that it, you know, if any of the others don't make it, then they have another baby. But they don't have enough food to feed 3 babies, so there's gonna be the small ones just don't make it. So there's dead, I'm saying it, there's dead babies like all over the place, or there's babies that are not gonna make it, and it's confronting. And you know that everyone's like throwing up fish. There's like throwing up fish everywhere. They're all fighting each other, all shitting everywhere. So, you know, I think people's image of it is like, oh wow, cute birds, you can go check it out. I'm like, it's a brutal, like, nature is happening kind of vibe. And you know, you're not separated from it. And I just get worried that like a tourist might go and be like, oh, that baby, oh, I need to save it. And then they'll have a fucking baby bird, or, you know, anybody touching anything. Like, you know, they're just nesting on the steps. They're like, you have to step over them and stuff. So, I don't know. I fucking love this song. Bramble Blast, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, originally from Donkey Kong, is such a great song. We just have to enjoy this song for a little bit. Great song. I truly recommend listening to it. Should play the game to bring up the music. Yeah. We went to then a lookout that I think was used in World War II. And I got 2 seconds to myself. So I took a selfie and I sat on a chair and looked at the water. No, I can do it. I can do it in one trip. I can do it. Then we went to this beach, filmed there. It was really pretty, really nice. And then we went to this bar area in Hachinohe and went to lots of izakaya. And there was this lady who, I think Chris Broad filmed with her, because she was like, oh, you know, we had famous YouTuber Chris Broad here. And we were like, oh, really? She made this song. So the area is famous for senbei soup, senbei jiru, which senbei is like a cracker, but the way that they do it, it's like it becomes this like chewy disc. Famous YouTuber Chris Broad. Oh, that guy. Yeah, there's like this chewy, glutinous thing. Cracker soup. Cracker soup. They're famous for cracker soup. But they have a song about cracker soup. But she asked me, we need a famous person from where you're from, a famous food, and like where you're from. And I told her like Brisbane, fish and chips, and I said Jacob Elordi. I couldn't think of anyone, but Jacob Elordi is like a young, famous guy who was in Euphoria. It's like a actor. And then she sang this song. I can try to do a translation afterwards, I guess. But it's a great song.
きますよ。鶏だし、サバだし、煮干しだし、人参、ごぼう、糸こんにゃく。味付けといえば味噌塩醤油。家庭の味です。お好み次第。ブリスベンに寝込むエロディさんと言って、フィッシュチップス一緒に食べたい。せんべい汁。チルチル。それはまるでアルデンテ。 せんべい汁、チルチル。せんべい入れます。これね、ブリスベンのいい女もせんべい汁の虜。
Insane. So, this is a very like loose translation of the first bit, but she's just listing items that are in cracker soup. So it's like carrots and burdock root and some cognac, you know, just listing all the ingredients in senbei soup. And then she's like, I want to go to Brisbane with Jacob Elordi. I want to eat fish and chips together. Cracker soup, soup, soup. I love the cracker soup, soup, soup bit. Sembe jiru, jiru, jiru. So cute. Brisbane ni Jacob Elordi-sanと行って一緒に fish and chips を食べたい。せんべい汁、汁、汁。せんべい汁、汁、汁。So cute. So cute. Great song. Yeah, she was a very interesting person. I loved the soup song. Also, every time I stay at a hotel, I have to take a picture of, before I leave, I have to take a picture of the room number, because I forget it every single time. And what did you sing for her? I should have, all I sung was soup, soup. Sembe jiru, jiru, jiru. We then went the next day, after a big sleep. That's all good, Hannah. No worries. I wish you nothing but happiness as well. I want life to treat you very nicely. You deserve great things. Take care. I'll see you again soon if you're on the Patreon, or maybe if I happen to pop in here every now and then. Take care. Be well. Take care. We then went to Arahama Shogakko, where now we go into a heavier topic, the earthquake and tsunami of 2011. The school acted as a safe house, so about 300 people were saved in that school, and they took out all of the debris and they left the first 2 levels as they were, as an educational purpose, so you can go in and see the effect that the water had. And it's crazy. Like, so they took all of the rubble out and all of the... But yeah, that's the first floor. That was completely underwater. This is what it looked like. The force of the water just brought all of the debris and full cars inside of the school. And this is on the 2nd floor. And you can see the rusty line where the water reached up to on the 2nd floor. Yeah, so it was very interesting. This is so brutal. So this was what the town looked like. The school is like this tiny little building up here. And now only the school remains. Everything else was destroyed. Yeah. Now there's no building, you can't build a house on that area. They have like visitor things, like not temporary, but things, you know, like cafes and like a fruit park and like a basketball area and things for like tourists to do or locals to come and enjoy. But they're things that if anything happened again, it wouldn't be someone's house. Like you're legally not allowed to build housing there anymore. A fruit park, I went. It's a place where they have lots of different kinds of fruits that you can pick throughout the year. So they had like, a strawberry farm that was in season when we went. And they have grape areas, pears. I can't remember the talking point. It was really long. What was it? I think I saved it. Did I go on the same day? Is that the same day? No. I didn't save it. Where's my lines? They have like a huge amount of fruit. No fruit with bare faces on it, sadly. But yeah, and then that was the end of the first trip. Hooray! We made it through trip 1. Then I went home for 2 days. And then I left again. Where is it? All right. The next one. Hold on, do you guys mind? I gotta blow my nose. Yeah, that was one trip. Then the next area was Shizuoka, Gifu, and Nagoya. So this one didn't have to fly. Just got on a Shinkansen. I had these apples on the Shinkansen. They're the worst apples I've ever tasted in my life. I'm never gonna buy these kind of apples from Del Monte. Never gonna buy from Del Monte again. It says Del Monte quality, and Del Monte quality is ass. It's so shit. It was so bad. Went to Yui Majuku. I can't remember the rest, but it's the area that's famous for sakura ebi, those really tiny shrimps. Usually they dry them and put them in a bunch of stuff, but this is, I think it's the only place in Japan where they harvest sakura ebi. Del Monte Fish just filed bankruptcy. Actually, thank God. Mo yomenai yo. I can't even see that last kanji. What is that? Mazui. Oh, I didn't know the kanji for mazui is like negative taste. And then it looks like hayashi. Shosho omachi kudasai. 日本語学校を通ってるけど、まだ大体わかりません。That's the kanji for Ringo. やば。恥ずかしい。恥ずかしい。Did Del Monte actually go bankrupt? That's fucking crazy. Bankruptcy. That's wild. Went to a museum for ukiyo-e, and there was a lot of interesting things at the museum. This was cool. Like double faces. I guess I can explain. Hold on. So you see the bottom left? With the really big forehead? Just a guy with a really big forehead. I say that and I think it's like some god or something. But when they turn it over, you might try to see a face. However, I'm just gonna say it, it's a tanuki with a giant ball sack. Senbei jiru, jiru, jiru. Anyone understand what area in Tokyo this is referring to? You got it. You can do it. You got it. Those that get it, get it. It's sa. Asa. This is also a city in Tokyo. Fartsville, Tokyo. Asakusa. Asakusa. This is also a city in Tokyo. I'll give you a hint. How many arrows are there? And what's arrow in Japanese? Staying in Asakusa when I go in Tokyo in November. No, nice. Now you can remember. Asakusa. Arrow is ya. There are 4 of them. Yotsu, yotsuya. But went there, filmed for quite a while. And then I accidentally got drunk in the evening. There was a lot of travel for this bit. Damn, sorry, I got bad eyes. I thought they were cities. I accidentally got drunk. I went into an izakaya and it was like Muria Nomi Hodai. And I was like, I don't need Nomi Hodai, but I do like the look of the food in this place. And then I sat down, and this was in front of me. This little spout. And then I was like, I just want orange juice. So they brought me the orange juice, and they're like, this is part of the Muria Nami Hodai. Here's your tap. And they gave me the top of the tap. And so I could just get sake from the wall. You could just get unlimited sake from the wall. And you just had to pay for the mixers. And I was like, fuck, well, I didn't really want to drink. But I was like, I'm already here. Might as well. And then I accidentally ordered something that was worth like 2 big drinks. I didn't realize. I thought it was just a regular mixer. But it was like really big. So I had like 3 very strong beverages. Yeah, like this thing was huge. And so I was by myself and I got kind of drunk. I was like, then we went to Magomejuku, which, honestly, beautiful. Really recommend. I'd never been to Magomejuku before. Yeah. On your own? Yeah, I was by myself. Everyone did their own thing for dinner. That is one thing that I do appreciate. Like, I like going out and eating with everyone, but also it's important to have your own rest time because you're with the others, like, every day, so. They had a water wheel. Magomejuku is really beautiful. It's like a old village. Lots of little food shops, little stalls. Yeah, and then we ate these steamed buns. The lady there was really nice and she gave me 3 steamed buns and I was like, I think I'm gonna die. This is too many steamed buns. And then we went and had gohe mochi, which is really big. It's like this. And I was like, I feel so incredibly ill. I ate way too much and it was way too hot. Then we went to Nagoya Castle. And there was the little deer. Look at that little deer in the moat. So cool. There was too many steamed buns. Met these, like, warrior guys. They were very cool. Here's the crew for this one. Wait. Yeah, that's better. This time, it was me, Daichi, and Joe. Joe was on the rest of the trip, and Daichi was on the entire trip. Joe joined from that point. We went to an eel place, and one of the things that they had was hone senbei, bone crackers, and it's just spines. It's just a plate of spines for 750 yen. Like, it doesn't even look like they're seasoned. It just looks like some spines. It's quite expensive as well, but I guess they are unagi. But this was hitsumabushi, which is like unagi don. We got the gold one because we're working. We have to make it look fancy. And it was really good shit. Good with soup. I didn't get the bone crackers. I did not. And then I went home. But I could see Fuji. Yay. Also, yeah, the hitsumabushi was really delicious. And then, oh, I did the test to see how many prefectures I have left to go to. I have quite a few prefectures I haven't been to, but this is what my map looks like. So, this is the place. The white is where I haven't been in Japan. I have a few left. Quite a few left, actually. Places that I haven't been. And then I had some time at home. And then I went back to the airport. There's a lot of really cool Pokemon planes. So cute. Wow. No worries. Good luck with your homework, life to another, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Goodbye. Good luck with homework. I also need to do my homework today. They actually have a Pokemon. Does this have sound? Oh. It's a Pokemon themed safety in flight thing. So there's heaps of Pokemon stuff. It's actually really cute. I really liked it. Very cute. But yeah, I recorded the entire thing. But like fucking Lucario getting their seat adjusted by the flight attendant. So cute. Oh, they showed it on the latest video. Nice. Yes, it is ANA. What like that Pokemon is the regional. Oh, Farfetch'd. Yes, yes. And then we had Wagyu. So this bit we went. Where the fuck were we? Kagoshima? Kagoshima, I think. We had a very fancy Wagyu meal. Which I'm doing again next week. The Wagyu don't stop. We had big Wagyu meal, and then it was raining crazy heavy. The rain was wild. Went to this area. I cannot remember what this is called. Where was I? Senganen. Senganen. Really beautiful old house. Like almost palace. The rain was really heavy. But really, really beautiful area. Oh, the evid's over. I was about to badmouth you. Not that I did. I didn't. I like the expression of this horse. It's good. Wait, was it here? Yes! Wait. First of all, I got to Kagoshima Airport. I saw Shiori. I ran up to her. She handed me this. Ta-da! So she happened to be in Hokkaido shooting a separate thing for the same job at the same time as us. And she saw, I told her I regretted not getting it. And she bought it for me. And so, yeah. Thank you, Shiori. The queen. Too lovely. So I have repaid her, and while I was in Australia, I got her this bottle of olive oil that she really wanted. So I'm going to give that to her next week. What the fuck? So, I told you about the bike saga, didn't I? Where I asked for a bike parking space 20,000 years ago when I first moved in. Basically 8 months later, they're like, we have a bike parking space for you. A friend of mine had a bicycle for me, held onto it the entire time. It was a very fancy electrical assist bike. I got the space and I was like, holy shit. I messaged them like, I'm gonna come pick it up tomorrow. The next day, they had a oversized trash company come to take away some of the trash that they had. And they wrote a thing saying, do not take the bicycle. And the trash company took the bicycle and they tried to contact them again, and they destroyed the bicycle. The bike got destroyed. There is no bike anymore. It is gone. Yeah. So suddenly I had applied for this bike parking space. I don't have a bike. I am still looking for a bike. I've done some test rides on different bicycles, but still haven't found exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm just telling the management company, like, I'm still looking, guys, I'm still looking. Suddenly, I got a little piece of paper that was like, hey, we're doing a lottery system. There's only like 4 shaded, protected bike area parking lots for the whole apartment complex. And we thought, you know, rather than people fighting over it, let's just do a lottery and see who gets it. And you have to pay an extra $1 every month and you get a shaded, protected parking spot. And I was like, okay, I'll put my name in and see if I get it. I don't even have a bike yet. I won. I fucking won. That was the management guy at the front door telling me I fucking won. For a bike I don't own yet. I don't own a bike, but I won space. And I think people are gonna get pretty pissed at me because I don't have a bike in the space, and they're gonna be like, not and I'm gonna be like, oh, I won over, I don't know how many people live here. A large amount. It was a lottery, so that's crazy. It's so funny. Yo, I fucking won. Yo, I need a bicycle. I need a fucking bicycle. That's so exciting though. Oh my god, and it's not gonna go so rusty when it rains. That's excellent. That's so crazy. Yeah, I should just put a chair there and just go sit there sometimes. That's fucking wild. I'm gonna write down the number of it just because I'm afraid I'll forget. Just write that number down. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah, he was like, you won. And I was like, what? He's like, the lottery? For the bike parking space? I was like, I won? He's like, you won. You don't have a bike yet? Nope. Okay. Woohoo! Crazy. Yeah, it'll be the only empty space in the whole parking lot. Ah, that's so funny. That's awesome. Yippee. Anyway, that's great. Yeah, I had a bike. Fucking had a bike. And like suddenly, you know, I was expecting that bike, so I didn't do any research. I didn't think about what kind of bike I want. It's like being given a car and then having to decide what car am I gonna buy. Like, it's an investment of money, and I'm like, am I going for electric? Am I going for gears? Or am I going for the cheapest thing possible and then gonna upgrade in the future after I see how much I use it? Or am I going hardcore into it from the start? But yeah. Yeah, for sure. Actually, I'm not sure about that. So I did a test ride this past weekend on a very buttery smooth, very nice geared bike. And I think for me, I'm riding pretty close to my place within like a certain radius. And it's very easy and convenient. And I think I'm looking for a little bit more of me putting a bit more effort in than an e-bike. But also, I can rent an e-bike at any time. So if I'm going a really long distance, I also don't know if I'm gonna want to ride all the way back. So that's one convenient thing about the bike rentals is like if you're going a long way and you're like, I just want to get there. I don't know if I'm gonna want to ride the whole way back. I'm just gonna take an e-bike there. It's not, yeah, loops. I'm just gonna take a loop there and then catch the train back if I want, or catch a bus. Or catch a loop back. But for like closer things, being able to have like a nice, I liked how light like a city bike can be when it doesn't have electrical assist. I also do want just a bit more general exercise in my life, like just in my everyday life, rather than having to take time, go to the gym, have that be my exercise. I'd like my, you know, if I have to work a little bit harder when I'm on a bike, I'm fine with that if that's gonna, you know, mean a bit more exercise in my day-to-day. So you can technically bring bikes on trains, but I think you need to fold them up if you need like a foldable bike. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure if I lived in a rural area and I was getting a bike, I'd get an e-bike for sure. But yeah, for me, I already have the access to e-bikes if I need it. But I think because I'm doing more closer stuff, I think that, yeah, regular bike is gonna be the vibe for me. That's crazy that I want. Okay. Anyway, shall we get back to it? Shall we get back to it? What was I up to? Wagyu. There's a picture of my toe because my toe got infected. I'm sure you guys would love to see that. I'm sure you'd love to see that. Yeah, I really want to see my infected toe. Then, okay, after we finished in Kagoshima, we then went to Hiroshima. I love the Hiroshima trams. Was this the one where it almost hit us? Oh yeah, it was. I was like, Daichi, no! We're way too close. Oh god. Yeah, but the Hiroshima trams are great. Went to the atomic bomb dome. It's okay. I don't have to tell you, Bambi. I don't have to tell you. Yeah. Went to the Peace Park. Tefrin, hello. Thank you so much for 27 months. Hello. Hope you're well. Yeah, I know. that was so. Yeah, I also, just with how work has been and everything, I'm not going to the gym. I have the membership as well, and I'm like, okay, if I don't have time to go and dedicate that to the gym, if I'm not enjoying it that much, where else can I get it? And I'm like, my bike wasn't helping me so much, maybe that would help me. Yeah, I actually love Hiroshima. It's honestly, I always say, like, when people are like, where should I go that's underrated? And I'm like, I usually say Kochi. But now I'm like, honestly, I fucking love Hiroshima. I think it's so good. We went and had okonomiyaki, Hiroshima style. Very good. I've always loved Hiroshima, yeah. Just a big fan. And then we went to Miyajima. Classic. One of the best places ever. Big gate. Look at this little sleeping baby. So cute. What I never really noticed about the Itsukushima Jinja Torii Gate is that I like that they left the trees that they used. So this is what it looks like. Big ol' Torii Gate. But the middle trees are left kind of in the shape that they cut them down in. Like it's just a big tree with roots and everything. Like, yeah, usually I would think that they would shave it down to a pole, but I like that it still had the tree katachi. The tree form. Went to Itsukushima Jinja, filmed there, filmed a bunch everywhere. We also filmed other videos while we were there. It's just so intense. A lot of filming. Hello. So cute. And then I got to the hotel and I found this on the bathtub. He left me a little rubber ducky. You know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate a little rubber duck. Little rubber duck. Had a little rest the next morning, went to have breakfast at the hotel. See the trams and everything. That was a threat. You've been there. Wait, which? Miyajima or that same hotel that has the ducks? I don't know if... Oh yeah, I liked this commercial. Trying, never stop. We then traveled from Hiroshima to Okayama and had these 3 beautiful fruit parfaits. Okayama is fruit kingdom, so we had grapes, orange, or dekopon, and peaches. Yeah, I love Miyajima. So good. Wonderful place. It was very funny. For some reason, my phone bugged out. I don't know if I can show you this, but like, oh wait, no, actually I can't show it to you, sorry. Basically, I got messages from my work chat, but for some reason my dad's Facebook profile picture was my coworker's profile picture. Like, my phone freaked out. And like, in Japanese, my coworker messaged me and I was like, Dad? I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was my dad's face. And it's a different app as well. I don't know how it did that, but it was really funny. It cracked me up. I was like, Dad? He tagging my coworker and speaking in Japanese? Absolutely wild. Yeah, this is Okayama. The area was called Kurashiki. I recommend Kurashiki so much. Really beautiful. Really, really cool. They had swans. It was like this little old style town. Beautiful river. Lots of things to do. Very nice. And then there was me and Shiori. Literally, I put on Natasha's like sad shrimp shirt. And then we like met at the station and we were walking and Shiori and I looked at each other and Shiori was like, oh! And I looked down, I looked at her shirt and mine, and we were like, we screamed in the train station because it was so cute. We both wore the exact same shirt without talking about it. So cute. Then we caught this amazing train with views over the ocean. Gorgeous. The train though smelt so bad. And then we went... So this was the day that we did 3 prefectures in one day. So we started in Hiroshima, went to Okayama, and then ended in Kochi. And got to enjoy some katsuo tataki, where they cook the bonito in fire fueled by straw, and then the inside is still like sashimi, but the outside is like the most insane aburi taste ever, like blowtorch taste kind of thing. So good. Really great. It's really delicious. I was getting... The humidity in Kochi was fucked up. The humidity was so intense. Yeah, big old blaze. They just like throw a bunch of straw on it, just getting as much fire as possible to cook that fish just on the outside. It's a sister city to Christchurch in New Zealand. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, I loved Kurashiki. Really loved the vibe. Yeah, cooked does seem like the wrong word. Finished up there. There was a dog on a skateboard. There he goes. Dog on a skateboard. Slept. Woke up the next morning. Ate breakfast. Went to this place. So I've done knife making a bunch of times. As you know, I've fucked up plenty of knives. Or lost them, or destroyed them. And they wanted me to make another knife. And I was like, okay. This place was very inaka, very in the middle of nowhere. Just like... And it was janky as hell. And I liked it. They trusted me way too much in that place. The fire was super intense. So we had the fire over here. This guy. And then like there was a giant smashing machine. I wonder if I show it. I don't think I do. Oh yeah. You operate it with your foot. And you're just like pounding the hot metal. And they showed me how to do it twice? Briefly? And they're like, alright, do it yourself. Just by myself, no one helping me. Every other place I've been to, they will like hold your hand and basically do it for you and show you exactly, well, this is the pressure that we use and this is how it's done. And this one, like, you had to get your foot, push down the pedal and bring it out to the side. And it kept slipping off my foot and it was like really greasy. And you have to go like da-dun, 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 da-dun. And I screamed. They're just like, okay, do it. And I had this hot metal and I was like, ah! Just while it was like dun 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 dun. It was really intense. She was in the way of the sparks, getting shots. This is how they dressed her up. She was just in the corner with like multiple aprons draped over her with the camera and then these goggles on to protect her from all the sparks and the metal flying off. This was me. Fucking crazy. Just a truly wild picture. Every time he'd finish with the knife, he'd just throw it on the ground while it was red hot, just like in between all of us. It was just like on the ground with this glowing hot knife. It was so crazy. The main guy, this guy, he's 80 something years old, and we had a chat with the other guy and he was like, yeah, the doctors have basically said, please stop working. You're incredibly unwell. He was on a drip while we were there. He's decided that he wants to do his job and he's just gonna keep doing it until the end. Yeah, we said fuck them dogs, absolutely. He's just, and I'm like, I get it, you know, you could see him when he's working, he was so fluid with his movements. It was like kind of beautiful. And then as soon as he walked away from the machine, he started walking. It's like, oh yeah, that's an old man. But when he was doing it, it's like such muscle memory that I'm like, there's no way that he's over 80 years old. Like he's moving so smooth. And then he's walking like, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, there it is. Really cool guy. Really sweet person. But yeah, they wanted us to come and take footage as well. The reason they gave us permission was because they wanted footage of the guy and they wanted some memories and some photos and everything with him because he's don't know how long he's gone. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. And I have the knife, I've been taking care of it, and holy fuck, it's such a good knife. Slice into it like, wow. I think so as well, Ian. I was like, I can't imagine this guy not doing this. Like, I think he would have a really tough time. Can we see? Would you like to see the knife? I have to be careful because it's so fucking sharp. It's so sharp. Okay, so there is a little... Oh, come on. It's fine. It's not rusted, but... Here it is. I didn't chip it. So I wash it immediately and then I wipe it with like paper towel and then put it away, but I think maybe some bits didn't dry. Oh shit, it is chipped! Oh fuck me. What the fuck? Yeah, the tip's chipped. That was like the sharpest point ever. There's a little bit of chip. Anyway. Fuck. Why is it chipped? Why is the end chipped? That's crazy. I think you did, Larry. I think you did. Okay. We're almost at the end. This is exciting. Because that was the last activity. And then I went to the airport. And then I went home. And then I had a few days at home. And then I got on an airplane and I went to Australia. And of course I had to have Doug's fish and chips. Brisbane, Australia, United States. Found this footage of me as a baby being a gamer. Is it this bin? I don't think so, actually. Where is it? Yeah. My mom gives me a SNES controller and she's like, pew, 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 pew. Don't I look the same? We watched a lot of family videos that we hadn't seen before. Oh, I absolutely fucking went to Chermside. I was about to show you the fucking Chinese food at the food court in Chermside. Are you kidding me? Of course I went to Chermside. I can't go back to Brisbane without going to Chermside. It's one of my favorite things to do. I stock up on pants. I stock up on mainly pants. Dogs in Chinese. Whoa, hey. I went for a walk and I saw the bats. All the bats. Ooh. You may have walked past me. Did you see me? I might not have been looking my most supreme, but I was there. I was in Chermside. I was hanging out. Oh man. This is a little revealing, but I think it's kind of funny. I get holes in my pants where my thighs are because I have a body-oddy. I have a body-oddy going on. And I get like a bunch of holes. And while I was doing my Japanese studies, I was really bored and I was just ripping them. And eventually I ripped my pants the whole way down. I ripped them the entire way down. Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. They had giant holes in them anyway, it's fine. So look, it could be a vibe. Could be a vibe. That's crazy. Wabi Sabi Scott. Yeah, that's where I was. I might have been with my mom or dad. I was only by myself in Chermside for like an hour and a half. Probably with my mom. You might have seen me with my mom. Me and the girl hanging out. Me and my mom. Just trying to put it, there we go. I also ate jam and cream donut. The cream in Australia tastes different. The chocolate in Australia tastes different. The cream in Australia is fucking crazy. The dairy in Australia tastes different. It feels like there's a depth to it. It feels like there's more substance. There's more going on. That fresh jam and cream donut. My friend who is a tattoo artist nearby was like, oh, you know, these ones aren't that good. I took a bite. I was like, you fucking kidding me. This is delicious. There's more sugar. But even when it's like, what do you mean like in the cream itself? Because I've had Hokkaido cream. There's something different about the cream here where like you whip it and it's super fluffy and light. And I feel like in Australia, when you whip it, there's more density to it. And I don't know why. Like it's the same. Actually, I should check what the milk fat percentage is. Because here it's 47. That's the richest you can get. Oh, there's it 38%. So there's more milk fat in it here? I don't know what... Maybe it's not whipping cream. I don't don't know what kind of cream it is. Is there a different fat percentage in the dollop cream? 35%. They're all like 35%. There's more fat in the Hokkaido stuff. Why? There's just something so rich about the Australian one. I wonder what it is. My sister got a tattoo, which was cool. And then I got to see Archie boy. Archie boy. Sweet little Archie boy. Archie. He has no idea who I am. But he's an elderly gentleman now. You stare at my neck. You stare deep into my neck. Archie! Went to the mangroves. The wetlands? Boondall wetlands? How old is he? Oh my god, I don't even know now. I think he's like 14? I think he's 14 years old. Also, my dad has this on the door to his office. And I was like, that's actually really cute. Oh, that was good. What kind of tattoo? An arm tattoo. I think I could dox my... probably dox my sister's tattoo. Don't think there's anything wrong with that. Nah, I'm not gonna dox my sister's tattoo. Nope. Okay, not gonna dox it. A sword. It's very much my sister. Sword and flowers. Then it was my dad's wedding. We went to the wedding and I was standing, this was, let me just check the audio. I'm just gonna check it just to see if they say any names or anything. Hold. Alright, this is the song my dad walked down the aisle to.
Wow.
So, yeah. Yeah, my dad is a massive nerd. Huge nerd. He just sent me a picture of a puzzle he just did of the Death Star. So, he's one of those, yes. Yes, usually he's Darth Vader. Usually that's how he envisions himself. However, for the wedding, his partner was Princess Leia, so he couldn't be Darth Vader because then they'd be related. Spoilers for Star Wars, but so he had to go with Han Solo. Yes, he loves Darth Vader. What? This is kind of random, but like, we're about to welcome guests and I was chatting to a person and with my sister, and we were talking about something, and then we're talking about people like getting up a hill, and we're like, oh, maybe if they had like caterpillar treads or something. And I looked down and I was like, speaking of caterpillars, and literally right in front of me, and there's just like this giant clump of caterpillars that were moving with each other. And I was like, wow, that's like quite on topic. Interesting. Speech went well. The issue was it was a little bit of a crazy time. And there was no rehearsal for the speeches. And it was through a PA system, through a phone. And the delay on the phone was like a second and a half. And so we started, they're like, okay, time for speeches. And I was like, all right. And then the first person started and they're like, hello, welcome, everyone. Today. I was like, oh, fuck me. Good God. Managed to do it. I don't know if anyone understood me, but managed to do the speech. Yeah, can I get a hell, hell, hell? Yeah, 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 yeah. It was, Did you say your dad was top bloke? I said that he was a nerd. I said that he was a fucking nerd. But I said that that was a good thing. And it helped me connect with people through my life. And got me interested in Japan in the first place. You know, I grew up with like Akira books on the shelves, and he introduced me to Studio Ghibli and anime, and you know, I appreciate a good nerd. I think he put me on a certain path in life. So I told him that it's not my fault that I left that I left Australia. It's his. So this cake was so fucking good. The flavor of that cake was, I think this specific one, there were multiple cakes. This one was from the Cheesecake Factory, and I'm like, holy shit. Easy, Minty meat. It was a good cake. I liked this fit that I had while I was there. This wasn't for the wedding, but I just like that fit. Ooh! I'm excited for it to not be so hot here. Went to Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. So gala. He's so cute. He went down the aisle dressed as a human groom. Nice. This little baby. Little baby koala. So cute. This guy was out and about. This Tassie Devil. He's just running about. Hello. It's tough. It's not the last stream technically, because I might just be popping in every now and again in the future. But this is yeah, I'm not doing regular streams or scheduled streams after this. Who knows? There might be a time in life where I'm like, yo, I'm back, but that will probably be a long time in the future. If that does happen, I'll let you know. But mainly this is yeah, the vibe of just I'll pop in very, very occasionally. Yeah, if you got channel points, now's the time. Not too much longer. I'm getting close to the end of the Australia bit. And yeah, then I do need to prepare for this voiceover bit and filming I have to do today. But yeah. I know. Honestly. Oh, is the Waluigi okay? Didn't even realize streams were scheduled, to be honest. Yeah, technically they were, but it's like, I think that was adding stress to me because I felt like I was letting everybody down because I just couldn't make them with just how the schedule is, for how my schedule is. So just wanted to take the pressure off, see how it goes, being able to focus that time on videos, not worrying about so many things. Seeing if it helps. But for now as well, like, so much travel is happening, so much TC work is happening that there's just no way. And I'd just be cancelling them anyway. So, yeah. Oh, did I? Yeah, that's very understandable, Dirty Shit. It took me a long time to reach this decision. You're gonna be buried with the 200k? Wow, not sharing the wealth with the people. Sasuga, of course Larry would do that. Oh, fuck you, Larry. Yeah, Larry, go fuck yourself.
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Yeah, Larry.
And now the latest news from Nintendo.
What could it be?
Your mom gay.
Your mom. Your mom. Very nice. Let's get those points going. Yeah, I'm glad I'm getting lots of work. In a way. I am glad. Yo. Yes. Yeah, I mean, Highwind, you will be able to sleep. You will be able to get more sleep, which I think I'm not gonna tell you what's good or bad, but you know, I'm hoping that this means your sleep schedule can be okay. Not particularly, Larry, but it's kind of nice to be able to be like, okay, well, I have some time. Guess I will edit. Daily YouTube videos. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I don't get anything when people use points.
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, I don't get anything. It's just for fun. Do we ever get to have the last message on chat? Oh wow, yeah, true. True. And then I saw and I was like, damn, that's the prettiest girl I ever met. And she had beautiful eyes and giant
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
giant honkers is what I was gonna say. And now I'm in the pit of darkness. Where the fuck? How the fuck? Is there gotta be the goat? How do I fix that? Oh. Oh, sorry, I should be saying something. Whoa. There we go.
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Nice. Nice. Go back. Go back. I want.
And now the latest news from Nintendo.
What can it be?
Your mom gay.
Your mom? My mom?
Go back! I want to be monkey!
Go back. Go back. Yo, all of the
I want to be monkey!
the points. The stock market's gonna crash. You're all spending. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be done and I'm gonna become monkey. So I ordered the big old crab off the menu, and then they said, "You want crabs?" And I said, "You got."
I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
I don't know where I was going with that one. Yippee! Mario! Hey! Sounding like the world is ending. That's brutal. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so sad. I'll become mother monkey. Mother monkey. My favorite moment from streaming. I loved the 24-hour stream. I loved the 24-hour stream. I think it killed me. I think it was so intense, but that's still one of the things I've ever done. It's one of the things I've ever done. It's one of the things. It's the most thing I've ever done. Yeah, I liked DJ streams. Oh, this feels sad. Yeah, the bath was crazy. I was on a roll. I remember in that stream one thing that stuck with me. Mario! One thing that stuck with me, which is so funny, excuse me, Mario, was, you know, I just had all of these guests on. I had so many people come to join. It was like a whole thing. And then at the end of it,
looking for the sports channel, Gary?
At the end of it, I had to last, I think it was 4 more hours, and I was just playing games. And I was exhausted, and it had been such a huge day, and I was just playing games to pass time. And somebody new came into the stream. And they're like, "Oh, you're doing a 24-hour stream. Have you thought about like having guests or like doing something? I think that would be more interesting." And I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I remember the feeling. I was like, what? What do you mean? It was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah. Thank you, Auntie B. Thank you so much. We raised like, I think it was 26,000. Was it USD? Something insane. And now, yeah, I do see Lily, and the effect that it had on her, it was huge. We really did like help her so much. She wouldn't have been able to get the treatment that she needed. She's still going through it. She's still going through an awful time, but we really helped her. Really helped her. Yeah. Crazy. It's a long time ago. Yeah. Still streaming monthly on Patreon. That's what I gotta remember. I feel like I'm never gonna see- I'm like, are we never gonna see each other again? No, we're gonna see each other. It's just taking the pressure off. Oh no, she doesn't visit me nearly every week. I'm traveling so much. I just don't have time, unfortunately. But we do go for walks sometimes, and when it works out, we do see each other. I need to hit her up. But now I'm gonna be fucking working again, like solid for 2 weeks. I know everyone works all the time, but like travel and everything, I'm just not here. Yeah. No, I agree, Dirty Shoes. And I was like, I want it to always be like, streaming has always been something that I did because I enjoy it. And if it becomes like pressure or feeling guilt or wanting to, you know, I'm like, I just have to be honest with myself that I just can't keep up with everything. So, yeah. I gotta have a good time. Yeah, exactly. And we're cooking streams. Well, I still do them on Patreon, but they'll be a bit fancier, hopefully. And it's like, if I can take attention away from this, then that attention can be placed elsewhere. And it's, yeah, I've seen so many people burn out. People don't, like, it's not normalized in this industry to take time for yourself and to really know your limits. I think, like, there are so many people that burn out or are getting burnt out and don't know it. I think that people don't know how to recognize what burnout is. I used to blame myself all the time for my reactions, like, well, why can't I do it? I always thought that for myself. Why can't I be like everyone else? Why can't I keep up? Because this shit, it's like, if you're doing it all yourself, even if you have editors and stuff, you gotta take time for yourself. Yeah, I don't know how I was doing it. Yes, self-employment does foster workaholism. Content creators seem to be even more so. Yeah. It's just, you're supposed to be diversified. You're supposed to be on all these platforms. Oh, well, you should be doing this and you should be doing this. And people want content on every single thing, which is amazing that people do want to see content. But yeah, there are some people who've worked out the exact right way to do it that works for them. And I'm like, hell yeah. But for me, work addictedness, nah, that's worse. Yeah, and it is like, you know, the interesting thing about being on social media and doing this kind of job is you can turn anything into work. I used to feel super guilt for doing anything off camera. Like eating a meal, being like, fuck, this would have been content. This would have been This would have been good in a video. Hang out with friends. Wait, I wish I could film this. You know, I used to think that all the time. But yeah, I've changed a lot. I appreciate that a lot, Willow. It's interesting because I feel like I've changed a lot in ways that benefit myself, but also in ways that I think haven't benefited, you know, my output or like content. So it's been interesting trying to figure out what that balance is. I wonder if I'll ever figure it out or if it'll just always be on the journey. But I feel like I've learned a lot about myself and I feel like I've gone on a great journey for myself. But the internet favors the frequent, the uploaders, the posters, here's all of my life, here's every detail, here it is, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, So for me now, it's, you know, I was always talked to about YouTube and everything as a, how can you make the most money? A lot of conversations in this industry turn to money because you can make an insane amount of money in this industry. It is an unfathomable amount of money. If I wanted to make money, I could. Like, that's the thing, you know, I would just be pumping shit out. But my goal in life now isn't, I mean, it sounds really bad. If I wanted to make money, I could make money. But it's like, yeah, the goal now, I'm at a very, I don't know, nothing close to Mr. Beast. But I'm at a place in life where I'm like, okay, I don't have to earn that certain amount. I don't have to be up there. There are things that are more important than money. But that also is a very, sorry, it's a very fucking privileged thing to say. So I will just put that out there because, like, people are fighting hard. People are working much harder for less money. So this is just a very personal journey that I've been on in my specific situation, but I know that, especially with the world is where the world is right now, people have to work really fucking hard for much less money. And there is this mindset of like, if you work harder, you will get there. And that's just not so true anymore. There's a lot of privilege that goes into people making more money, their circumstances, the people that they know, the parent situation, you know, all of that jazz. So I do want to let you know, I just want to check my own privilege. I don't want to be out here like, I can make less money because I want to focus on my happiness. Wouldn't everyone, you know, wouldn't everyone like to do that? But I know that a lot of you are working very, very, very hard, just trying to pay for those pills, pay the bills, and make it work. So just know that I hope you're okay. I know a lot of people aren't right now in this day and age. These days. Yeah, I think for me, I like to take a little bit more time with videos. I would like to take a little less time, but I like to take a bit of time with videos. And just, yeah, I gotta live my life. I gotta see what that looks like. What do I want my life to be? What do I want my life to look like, you know? I can give you my PayPal. If I give you money, then I gotta give everyone money. If you convince everyone that I just give you money, then sure. Give me money. Yes, YouTube stuff is continuing. I'm hoping now that I'll also be able to focus more on YouTube stuff. I do. I personally owe Dirty Shoes a lot of money. Yeah. Actually, this is gonna be super weird. Willow, do you have a PayPal? This is my last stream for ages. I don't usually do this kind of thing. I just know that Willow's been going through it. Is there like... Oh, this is gonna translate to nothing because you're US, right? It's US dollars. Is it an email? Do you... Yeah, if you DM, sure. Let's do it. Where are ya? Oh wait, I see your Venmo. Is it a different thing? Oh shit. Oh fuck, I fucked up. Hold on. Okay. Let me know if you can. Could not be delivered. You don't share a oh, what the fuck? Oh god, I'm not even logged into my not even logged into my Instagram. Thank you, Melodic Storm. Wait, I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna fuck. Damn it, Willow, we're gonna do this. We're gonna figure it out. Wait, Larry, can Willow message you and then you send me Willow's message? Is that too doxy? This is not gonna seem like much money. Cause yen is insanely different. Would you feel comfortable with that, Larry? Larry donated my father's funeral, so it's all good. Wait, look. You DM'd, okay. Larry, can you send it to me? Do 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 do. So I'm sorry, Larry. I'm sorry. I'm a flawed person. I'm a flawed person. That's all I got for you. I'm so bad. Larry. Larry, please. I leave my friends unread. I need to improve that part of my life. Oh. How does this work? A QR code? Usually, if I put in that name, does it come up? Thank you for the sub. Nope. Okay. The name is on top. Yeah, it's not coming up. Where the fuck is it? Is that just because it's a capital? Oh. Can't find that name. It says we can't find that name. Am I crazy? Wait, I can just do it. Can I just do this on my phone? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I think I should be able to do it on my phone. Yeah, I'm gonna send you like 500 yen. Oh dear, oh dear. Which account is this? Yes. Nope, wrong one. Send you like $3. Alright. No, let me in. Why can't I open it? Thank you. Why does it just open PayPal and it doesn't... Ugh, please! What am I supposed to do? Yeah, scream. Do you have any... Sorry, this has gone on for so long. Can you... I know. Can you send... Is there an email associated with the account? And if there is, can you send that email to Larry? I'm so sorry. I just tried scanning it again and it still didn't... It just takes me to PayPal rather than to any particular contact. Ugh, that's so frustrating. Blah. Yeah, so the app is open and I'm scanning it and I say open in PayPal and I click it and it takes me just to the home page. Doesn't take me to anybody's. Thank you. Does that have a PayPal information? Does this all go directly to you? How do I do this? Does this 100% go to you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, like this is why I'm like, this is gonna look like no money at all. There'll be a fee. Okay, but that should be fine. As long as, so this donation page just is it's gonna go to your PayPal. Emma, hope this worked one time. Thank you, Melodic Storm. Okay. Okay, this is gonna... log in. Oh my god. I have to enter the code from my phone. I just want to send some money online. Streamlabs take my info. Okay. PayPal. Okay, this is a one-time thing. This is a goodbye thing. Alright. That should have gone through. Will it let me know that it went through? Please. Please tell me it went through. Please. I just need to know. Yes. Good. Okay. There you go. That is just because you've been through a shit show. And the yen is, yeah, that it's so much yen that it means nothing in USD because your cost of living is so much higher and the USD is so much stronger. So it's weak ass yen. Yeah, so I apologize for how, you know, but yeah, just a little something for you. Even though it's not much. Yeah, USD, has it been tanking? Has it? It wasn't 14? Yeah, it was 15. It was basically 15 USD. Yeah, well, there was a bit of time where it was an equal, like, that amount would have been that, like, you know, 100 yen, 1 USD. That time was crazy. That was wild. Yeah. Yeah, well, if the yen can get a little bit stronger, that'd be good. Anyway, we did it. We transferred money online. Success! Hooray! We did it. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Oh gosh. I think it's time. Oh my gosh. A great alert. I will miss the alerts. Like, I need alerts in my everyday life. And also now that I'll be doing, I wonder if there's a way that I can set it up that Patreon streams can use any kind of, I don't know how the YouTube live stream system works. Yeah, if Patreon can have the alerts and stuff, but I don't think it can. I don't even know if we can have emotes on Patreon, on like YouTube live streams. Is it in the living room now? Wait, like, oh? Oh? Yeah, I gotta figure out YouTube streaming. But, yeah. Anyway, alright. Thanks, you guys. Please take care of yourselves. I don't know when the next Patreon stream is. Get in the Discord. I'll be in the Discord in the Patreon chat. I'll still be there. Black Geologist!
GG's homie. See you somewhere, sometime. Bazoingus.
Thank you. Thank you, Black Geologist. Incredibly sweet of you. JJ Schmiel, thank you so much for the sub. Oh, this is sad. This is wild. Yeah. Oh, it was Emily. Emily got banned. Yeah. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I gotta do my homework. I gotta do my job. Yeah. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you every now and then. I'll see you on YouTube. I'll see you on Patreon. I'll see you on Instagram. Hababa. Hababa da gada. Hababa da da ba. Hababa da gada ga. Hatada. Hababa. Hababa da gada ga. Ah! Crazy! Alright. Please take care of yourselves. Please enjoy life as much as you can. Eat good food. I feel like I'm dying or something. Eat good food. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the little things. And I'll see you when I see you. Ah! I'll see you when I see you. Like, that's what you want. That's what you want your last line to be, Larry? I'm doing the opposite of all of this. Well, I can lead a horse to water, but I can't water a horse. I'll see you on Patreon. I will. I'll take care of myself as much as I can. Yeah, I'll see you on Patreon and see you on the flip side. Peter? Peter? The horse is here. Alright. Love you guys. Take care. And I will see you later. Goodbye, everyone. Oh my god. Goodbye!